Well, let's speak to Mr. B. Thiagarajan, the Joint MD of Blue Star, who now joins in to discuss how sales have been impacted post the Prime Minister's announcement of demonetization. So, Mr. Thiagarajan, without wasting any more time, if you can just detail to us how much sales have been impacted for you in the past 2 weeks, say since the 9th of November.
Good afternoon. Thank you for talking to me. November, after the announcement has been made, there is practically no secondary movement at all. We had an excellent festival season. October growth was fantastic. We grew by more than 35%. The backdrop of that November sales post-announcement is pretty bad. The good news is that it is happening in the off-season. So normally November, December, January are not great months. It again picks up only in the month of March. So to that extent, it is not a cause for a great worry. We know very well Q3 standalone for room air conditioners and commercial refrigeration products compared with the corresponding quarter last year is likely to be flat. That is my assessment at the moment.
Okay, so sales are expected to be flat on a year-on-year basis in Q3 according to you?
That's right, but equally I believe that Q4 from February and onwards it should pick up again. We have been talking to the dealers. See, the important thing is that around 30% of the sales is happening through the financing scheme. The 0% financing scheme that has been on the rise. The second thing is that more than 70% of our buyers are first-time buyers. So it is not to be termed as discretionary buying or any black money transactions that have been happening in the secondary sales at all. So as the summer season is about to set in, I think the demand will be there and it will revive. And most part of the year has gone with a fantastic growth. We have outperformed the market. We have grown more than 30%. So this particular pain is not going to impact in a big way, but we have to wait and see what is going to pan out in Q4.
Mr. Thiagarajan, Q3, October to December, Jan to March, Q3 and Q4 account roughly, historically speaking, for what percentage of your overall sales and profits, sir? Essentially H2.
I am now, to clarify, talking about the room air conditioners. So as far as segment 1, segment 2 is, segment 3 is concerned, they are all, large projects or something like that. They may have a different problem in Q3. As far as room air conditioning is concerned, it will be some 15% of the annual sales will be happening post-Diwali. And that much will be affected actually. It may remain flat, that's what I feel.
No, you're saying H2 is 15% of annual sales, 1/5.
No, Q3.
Q3 is 15. And Q4?
Q4 is normally around 30%.
So, I mean, it adds up to a substantial portion. I mean, I'm just saying, if Jan to March also doesn't pick up and the impact continues, then, just under 50% of your total sales could remain flat, right? Year on year, as you said.
Yeah, see, normally I am known for two things. Number one, I am generally pessimistic, number one. Number two is that all my predictions so far has come true in terms of the growth forecast. With these two traits of mine, I am bold enough to predict that March will not be bad at all. We have seen for more than 20 years that prior to summer, the sales should pick up, and whether it will be again a 30% plus kind of a thing is something we will wait and watch. Definitely the growth will come back in March is my assessment.
Okay, sir, we don't have much time, so a quick question. How much of inventory build-up do you have currently? Because in the past 2 weeks, and are you curtailing your manufacturing or your capacity utilization in order to maybe just level things out?
Not at all, in the sense that normally this would have been a lean period for production. The production stepped up only in the month of December or so, and we may defer it by one more month for preparation of summer. But the real question for us is with regard to the GST implementation. So for the summer sales of April, May, June, the transition rules will determine how much we have to produce, because the input credit on the raw material components or input credit on the material that is available to the dealers will be an important factor in determining what should be the inventory level. So at this point of a time, if you really talk about inventory level, CDR in room execution more than 1,000 crores we do. And in that we may have some 20 crores of more inventory or 30 crores of more inventory by end Q3. That is manageable. That's all in the game. That is not a matter of concern at all.
Okay, fair enough, Mr. Thiagarajan. We're going to leave it on that note. Thanks very much for speaking with us and sharing that information that yes, Q3 will be impacted, but Blue Star is expecting things to normalize probably by March. We're going to take a break now, but we'll get you more reactions on what experts are saying about the demonetization as well as the markets.